Welcome back to Gearhead Garage. When you think about compact SUVs that have made a serious name for themselves in the past decade, Hyundai's Tucson is definitely near the top of that list. It's the kind of car that took Hyundai from being the underdog to becoming one of the most competitive brands in the segment. Now, for 2026, the Tucson has been refreshed and refined to take on some of the biggest names in the industry. And this version feels like Hyundai is aiming to blur the line between premium and mainstream. Today, we're diving deep into the brand new 2026 Hyundai Tucson to see if this SUV really has what it takes to stay ahead of the game. Exterior right away. The first impression is all about the front end. Hyundai has leaned heavily into its futuristic design language, and the face of the 2026 Tucson is nothing short of bold. The unique parametric grille pattern is more sculpted than before, flowing seamlessly into the daytime running lights that almost disappear when turned off. These DRLs now stretch wider, giving the SUV a more commanding and upscale stance on the road. The LED headlights sit lower on the bumper, tucked into geometric housings that make the front fascia look aggressive but not overdone. It's the kind of styling that makes you look twice, especially when you see it at night with the entire lighting signature lit up. The hood carries sharp creases that run straight back, hinting at the athletic personality Hyundai wants the Tucson to project. Moving along the side profile, the 2026 Tucson continues with the sharp, edgy styling that has become its trademark. Instead of going with soft curves like many competitors, Hyundai doubled down on bold character lines that cut across the doors and fenders. The wheel arches are squared off with black cladding that gives it a rugged touch, but depending on the trim you choose, you can upgrade to body-colored accents for a sleeker look. Wheel options range from practical 17-inch alloys up to striking 20-inch designs on higher trims, and they really change the personality of the SUV. The overall silhouette has a slightly coupe-like flow thanks to the sloping roofline, but it doesn't compromise interior space. Flush-mounted door handles add to the modern vibe, and the chrome window trim that tapers toward the rear creates an upscale feel, almost like Hyundai is trying to inch closer to luxury territory without charging you luxury prices. At the rear, Hyundai's designers clearly wanted the Tucson to stand out from the sea of generic SUVs. The taillights use a futuristic claw-like design that stretches across the liftgate with a full-width light bar. The center Hyundai emblem is cleverly integrated into the glass, keeping the back clean and uncluttered. Even the wiper is hidden under the roof spoiler, another small detail that adds to the streamlined design. The bumper is finished with geometric accents, and the diffuser area has been reshaped to look sportier. Depending on the trim, you can get dual exhaust outlets for a more aggressive appearance, or a cleaner single hidden exhaust for hybrid and plug-in hybrid models. It's definitely a back end that communicates confidence without going too far into gimmicky territory. Interior. Once you open the doors, the 2026 Tucson's interior makes it clear that Hyundai has invested a lot of thought into comfort and tech. The cabin feels more like a minimalist lounge than a traditional SUV cockpit. The dashboard flows smoothly with hidden air vents and soft-touch materials throughout, with available leather or eco-friendly upholstery depending on the trim. The centerpiece is a massive curved display that merges the digital gauge cluster with the infotainment system into one seamless panel. The graphics are sharp, the responsiveness is quick, and the layout feels intuitive. Hyundai has thankfully balanced touch controls with actual physical buttons for essential functions, so you're not fumbling through menus to change the climate. The steering wheel is a new design with a flat bottom on higher trims, and the ambient lighting system now offers more customization with dozens of color options to set the mood. Space is another area where the Tucson shines. Front seats are supportive and available with heating, ventilation, and memory settings. In the back, passengers get plenty of legroom and headroom. Even with the sloping roofline, Hyundai made sure the Tucson remains one of the roomiest in its class, and the rear seats recline for extra comfort on long drives. Cargo space is generous, with a wide opening and a low-load floor, making it practical for daily life. Fold down the rear seats and you get an impressive amount of room for larger items, whether it's road trip gear or a weekend's worth of home improvement supplies. Performance under the hood. The 2026 Tucson continues to offer multiple powertrain choices to suit different buyers. The base engine is a naturally aspirated 2.5-liter four-cylinder producing around 187 horsepower, and paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission, it's smooth and reliable, designed more for efficiency than excitement. For those wanting a bit more punch, the turbocharged 1.6-liter hybrid setup delivers 226 horsepower in the regular hybrid model, and up to 261 horsepower in the plug-in hybrid variant. Both hybrids use a 6-speed automatic and offer excellent fuel economy, with the PHEV also providing an estimated 35 to 40 miles of electric-only driving range depending on conditions. All-wheel drive is available across most trims, and Hyundai's track system does a great job balancing traction in different driving situations. Ride quality is comfortable, soaking up bumps without feeling floaty, and steering is light but precise enough for city driving. If you're expecting sports car levels of handling, you won't find it here, but as a family-friendly SUV with a touch of sophistication, the Tucson delivers. On the tech and safety front, Hyundai has equipped the Tucson with everything you'd expect in 2026. The latest version of Hyundai Smart Sense includes adaptive cruise control with stop and go, lane centering, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, and automatic emergency braking with pedestrian and cyclist detection. Higher trims even offer a hands-free driving assist system for highways, which uses a combination of radar and cameras to manage speed and steering in certain conditions. Parking is made easier with a surround view camera system and a remote smart park feature that can move the car in and out of tight spaces with just your key fob or phone. Add to that a premium Bose sound system, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, over-the-air software updates, and wireless device charging, and you've got a feature set that rivals more expensive SUVs. As for pricing, Hyundai continues to position the Tucson as one of the best values in its class. The base model starts around the low $30,000 range, making it accessible for families who want style and practicality without breaking the bank. The hybrid models command a few $1,000s more, while the plug-in hybrid pushes closer to the $40,000 mark. Fully loaded, with all the bells and whistles, the Tucson tops out in the mid-$40,000 range. Considering the design, the technology, the comfort, and the efficiency you're getting, that's a pretty compelling package compared to some rivals that can easily cost $10,000 more with similar equipment. So, what's the takeaway with the 2026 Hyundai Tucson? It's clear that Hyundai is no longer content with being the budget-friendly alternative. This SUV has matured into a stylish, comfortable, and tech-forward vehicle that doesn't just compete with the likes of Toyota RAV4, Honda CR-V, or Nissan Rogue. It challenges them head-on and, in many ways, surpasses them. It offers bold styling for those who don't want a cookie-cutter SUV, a high-tech interior that feels like it belongs in a pricier segment, and a wide range of efficient powertrains to suit different needs. The Tucson proves that you don't need to spend luxury brand money to get a car that feels premium. That wraps up our deep dive into the 2026 Hyundai Tucson. If you're shopping for a compact SUV that blends futuristic looks with everyday practicality, this one definitely deserves a spot on your short list. Thanks for watching Gearhead Garage. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop your thoughts in the comments. So would you take the Tucson over its rivals, or do you think another SUV holds the crown? Until next time, keep those engines running and we'll catch you in the next review.